Imagine sitting in a dimly lit observation room behind a two-way glass window. On the other side sits a person who looks completely composed, smiling softly with hands resting on the table. To anyone else, they seem in absolute control of the room, but you are not looking at the superficial smile. You are tracking the hyper-focused movements of their eyes, watching the tiny muscle twitches at the corners of their eyelids that stay static, proving that the smile is merely a mechanical mask. You notice the subtle swallow and the shallow shift in their breathing as it moves to their chest. They are not calm at all. They are running a complex diagnostic check in their head, completely terrified. The individual who once filled the chair opposite them, someone who loved them, anticipated their needs, absorbed their emotional volatility, and validated their constructed identity, has walked away forever. They did not shout or slam the door. They closed it with a soft, definitive click. This quiet exit is the exact second their psychological shield starts to break apart. When a manipulator hurts a devoted person, they expect predictable responses like tears, arguments, or desperate late-night messages asking for answers. To a manipulator, those emotional reactions, even your deepest agony, represent valuable currency. It offers undeniable proof that they remain the absolute center of your emotional universe, the axis around which your whole life rotates. What happens when you alter the dynamic of their equation? What occurs when the emotional feedback they depend on to validate their own existence vanishes? Most people assume a toxic individual fears public exposure or ruined reputations, but those are merely surface concerns. Their true primal dread, the monster that keeps them awake at night as they stare at the dark ceiling, is far more chilling. It is a psychological horror that directly threatens their core survival. We are going to peel back the curtain on this behavioral pattern, dissecting the exact mechanics of their mindset to strip away the dramatic theater and expose their ultimate flaw. You will learn what takes place when a predator realizes they have lost control over the person who anchored them to reality, and how your quietest decision becomes their worst nightmare. If you have ever been abandoned or deeply hurt, your natural instinct was likely to fight back, demand answers, or make them feel your pain. I am here to tell you that this exact reaction is the psychological trap they set for you. Stay with me until the very end, because understanding this dynamic is the exact key to breaking their grip forever. Your suffering acts as their fuel, while the greatest threat to their survival is the silence you have been holding back. To grasp what frightens a toxic person, you must first understand how they operate daily. They function within a closed loop of continuous emotional feedback. Unlike a healthy person who possesses an internal sense of self-worth, a manipulator has a hollow core that acts like a void requiring external attention to feel real. When they push you away, gaslight you, or minimize your feelings, they are testing their influence over your system. If you cry, beg, or send angry messages, your reactions confirm their power over your state of mind. This is why they monitor you so closely right after hurting you, scanning for subtle signals of your pain. They check your online profile, send vague baiting texts, and look for any proof that your energy still flows in their direction. But when they check for those signs and find absolute emptiness, their internal world collapses. This triggers their ultimate primal fear, your complete unwavering indifference. The opposite of love is not hatred, because hatred is still an investment of your precious energy that ties you to them. If you hate them, they still occupy valuable real estate inside your head, maintaining a firm grip on your thoughts. The true opposite of love is complete emotional neutrality. When you loved them, you offered the purest validation by overlooking their flaws and accepting their artificial persona. When they hurt you and you respond by quietly removing yourself from their world, you initiate a severe internal shock. Without your reactions, they are forced to look inside themselves, where they do not find a strong adult, but a fragile, deeply wounded child surrounded by immense shame. Your complete silence acts like an isolation chamber, starving their ego of the validation required to sustain their grand identity. The second you stop reacting, you become an unreadable puzzle to them. When you stop explaining your actions, defending your character, or responding to provocation, their anxiety spikes. Their mind starts spinning high-stress questions about what you are thinking, why you remain unbothered, and whether you have seen through their games completely. Because they can no longer gauge your emotional state, they lose predictability. And to a manipulator, a loss of predictability means a total loss of power. They realize the person who once gave everything has stepped outside their realm of influence, changing the rules and leaving them stranded on an empty board. Reclaiming your personal power does not demand a massive confrontation, a dramatic scene, or a bitter speech. Those noisy actions only prove that you remain trapped in their game. Your strongest asset is your absolute absence. When you make a clean exit, block the channels, ignore mutual connections, and view their presence as neutrally as a stranger on the street, you execute a devastating move. You expose the truth that they are not the center of your universe, proving your peace was never dependent on their approval. They fear your quiet strength because they know your recovery lives within that silence, and once you heal, you become completely immune to their tactics. Treat your attention as an invaluable resource, stop spending it on a ghost, and direct it entirely into your own growth. To comprehend their attachment style, throw out standard ideas of love, empathy, and mutual respect, as those concepts do not exist in their mind. They view you through a strictly utility-focused lens, using you as an external tool to stabilize their fragile internal ego. A healthy mind self-regulates its worth, but a manipulator lacks this capability and requires constant outside confirmation to balance itself. When you cared for them, your devotion served as a clear, reflective mirror. When they looked at you, they saw a projected image of their own power, charm, and superiority rather than your actual identity. You were the physical proof that their fake persona was real, constantly reflecting their greatness while absorbing their toxic outputs. When they hurt you, they are simply testing the durability of that mirror, looking for wider pupils, trembling voices, or frantic late-night texts to ensure the reflection remains. But when they cross a line and you shatter or remove the mirror, the internal impact is immediate and severe. When you stop reflecting their grandiosity and view them with cold detachment, the screen goes dark, resulting in a sudden system failure. They are pushed into a void where they have no baseline to determine who they are. The terrifying reality they spent a lifetime avoiding, the empty, chaotic core within, starts bleeding into their daily awareness. They do not mourn the loss of your unique soul. They mourn the loss of the feedback loop you provided. Their panic is not heartbreak, but the desperate agony of an addict cut off from supply. This sudden loss of balance triggers a frantic attempt to find a new mirror. They cycle through erratic behaviors ranging from fake emergencies and sudden sweet promises to aggressive smear campaigns, all designed to force you back into your old role. They fear the silence that follows your departure because in that unreflective space, they must face their unmasked identity. Every move they make after hurting you is a desperate attempt to patch their cracked exterior and trick themselves into believing they still control reality. You need to understand that their entire operational model relies heavily on deliberate provocation. They create chaos as a diagnostic tool to test your emotional limits. Every argument they start and every boundary they cross is a calculated move to measure how much strain you can take before snapping. When you respond with anger or logical explanations, you hand them a complete manual on how to control you. You reveal your soft spots, triggers, and insecurities, which they store away to use against you later. But when you stop taking the bait and meet provocation with silence, their diagnostic tool breaks down completely. When a toxic text is met with no response, or an insult is met with a blank stare, their entire strategy fails. They might escalate the noise to force a reaction, but when met with continued nothingness, they realize their remote control has lost power. This loss of influence triggers a massive blow to their fragile pride. To someone who views human interaction as a game of dominance where only predators and prey exist, an inability to alter your state means they have lost control. Nothing frightens them more than feeling utterly powerless. They will try to regain footing through intimidation or playing the victim to force a defensive response that proves you still care. If you hold your ground and refuse to enter the argument, you strip away their power entirely, showing that their games only work when you agree to play. By walking away from the table, you declare the game over. As the reality of your permanent departure sets in, they enter a phase of erratic flailing, turning internal distress into external hostility through smear campaigns. They rewrite the story of the relationship to mutual acquaintances, painting themselves as innocent victims of your sudden coldness. They do this to create a fresh audience and secure new mirrors to validate their fiction, admitting that their cruelty drove away someone who truly loved them would collapse their fragile ego, so they project all blame onto you to preserve their illusion of perfection. Yet beneath the fake outrage, their terror remains active. They know your silence is real while their anger is just performance art. They easily distinguish between someone screaming in pain and someone who has genuinely stopped caring. Shouting means they still matter, but complete indifference means they have become irrelevant, which is a fate far worse than being hated. Irrelevance is the absolute erasure of their significance, a quiet reminder that their grandeur was just smoke and mirrors easily seen through by someone who chose to walk into the light. This is precisely why your quietest choice becomes their ultimate nightmare. You do not need to expose them publicly, get the final word, or win an endless debate. Time and the weight of their inner emptiness will handle the work naturally. You only need to refuse to act as the stage for their dramatic show. When you invest your energy into rebuilding your life, chasing your goals, and surrounding yourself with genuine connections, the manipulator fades into distant background noise, turning into a cautionary lesson rather than a main character. They remain trapped in the dim room of their own making, staring at a blank wall and waiting for a reflection that will never return. They operate like strategic players, relying on your every move to plan their next attack. When they hurt you, they expect screaming, crying, or defending your name, using your emotional output as currency to confirm their status. Your distress tells them they are the sun in your sky, but when you pivot into absolute quiet, you disrupt their entire matrix without aggressive friction. This silent shift works through its complete lack of resistance. You simply cease to engage. When they bait you, you do not bite, and when they lie, you offer no defense. In behavioral terms, this represents the ultimate pattern interrupt, starving their feedback loop and causing their threat system to enter overdrive. They see a blank wall where a responsive target used to be, registering your quiet as a terrifying form of non-existence. Without an internal identity, they need your reactions to prove they exist. Your indifference sends a clear signal that they have become irrelevant, causing cognitive panic as they throw tantrums to extract a single spark of emotion. If you remain cold and unresponsive, they drown in their own toxicity, leaving their desperation exposed. The mask they wear is not just a simple lie, but a survival suit meant to project power and superiority, concealing a fragile interior that cannot process failure. When you see through that mask after being hurt, you stop viewing the character and start viewing the actor. You begin to spot the fake script and hollow eyes, a shift that their hyper-vigilant system detects instantly, causing massive panic as they realize the story is out of their control. Their heart rate spikes and their breathing becomes shallow as they wonder if you have decoded their entire routine. They do not worry about your pain or feel guilt. Their terror is completely self-focused. They fear you have mapped their weaknesses and realize the threat was just a small, frightened individual hiding behind a big shadow. Once you see through the illusion, the power flips permanently, giving you the weapon of pure truth. You become immune to their old tricks because you understand how the magic function works. This fear of exposure forces them into a defensive posture, watching your face for any sign of pity, which damages them far more than anger. Anger validates their power, but pity confirms their weakness. When they detect your unbothered posture, their brain treats it as an existential threat, knowing that if you share this unmasked reality, their entire world will crumble like paper. When you reach this point of absolute clarity, you realize that their entire existence is a fragile house of cards built on the illusion of your compliance. They rely completely on your willingness to doubt your own perception, to absorb their projections, and to endlessly defend your own reality against their distortions. But the moment you stop defending yourself, the moment you stop offering explanations for your choices, the entire dynamic collapses under its own absurd weight. You realize that you were never fighting a formidable opponent. You were merely feeding a phantom that only had power because you kept handing over your light to illuminate it. This realization is the true turning point of your freedom. You no longer feel the urge to correct their false narratives, to settle the score, or to demand an apology that would only ever be another manipulation. You see that their opinion of you is entirely irrelevant, a fantasy crafted to shield their own delicate ego from the blinding reality of their actions. When they attempt to pull you back into the chaos with new provocations or manufactured crises, you no longer feel the surge of panic or anger that used to drive your reactions. Instead, you feel a profound, quiet stillness. You recognize the trap before your foot ever touches the ground, and you simply choose to walk in the opposite direction. Your life quickly transforms when you stop pouring your vital energy into a bottomless void. The clarity, peace, and emotional stability that were systematically drained from you begin to return, stronger and more resilient than before. You start building a life rooted in truth, self-respect, and authentic human connection, surrounded by individuals who value you for who you actually are, rather than what you can offer them as an emotional supply. The toxic individual remains trapped in their endless cycle of manipulation, constantly seeking new targets to temporarily fill the void that can never truly be filled from the outside. Meanwhile, you move forward into a reality where their influence is completely erased, leaving them behind as nothing more than a faint, distant memory of a lesson fully learned. You step forward into a future where your peace is entirely non-negotiable. The silent boundary you set is not a temporary tactic or a game of revenge. It is the permanent restoration of your self-worth. Every drop of energy you once wasted on trying to fix, understand, or appease someone who only sought to drain you is now reinvested back into your own life, your goals, and your genuine peace of mind. You become completely unreachable to their chaos, indifferent to their attempts at baiting you, and entirely unbothered by whatever story they tell to save their own ego. The silence you leave behind is not empty. It is filled with your power, your healing, and your absolute freedom. You have officially reclaimed your life, leaving them standing alone in the dark with nothing left to control.